It's had an interesting career, has Bondic. But into the pistol round we go. ONYX pushing up aggressively in towards this B site, making their way forward. Fiend looking to take the fights as well as the CTs do on this map, looking for the early aggression. But ONYX, with the overwhelming push into the B site, have taken full control. And now it's going to be on Fiend to try and complete this retake. They don't have a kit to work with, but they do have players finding frags. REDSTAR with the double. It's only Dav left remaining, and he's going to be falling to the CZ of Han. Oh man, Fiend, they don't even need any util. They don't need the kit. They just find the frags. REDSTAR was in a perfect position there. And he ends up capitalizing. All right, so ONYX, they look pretty... And these choke points that you have to try and make your way through, if you don't get through them, if you don't find that early control, you're in such a tough position. And look at this boost here. Oh my god, REDSTAR pushing forward so aggressively. Going to be taking Dav down in transition, and he gets out alive as well. You're going to be seeing so many fights towards this part of the map. Second mid, it's just action-packed the entire way through the round. CTs and Ts taking early fights. CTs re-aggressing. Ts also, once they've lost early control, later in the round, trying to retake it. But right now, it's ONYX who have got the one-man advantage in the round. And Bondic looking to make that a two-man advantage. He's doing a great job with this AK. He's found 3 kills already. Let's talk about a hero AK coming through here for the T side. And now it falls on Dreamer and Han to try and save the day. Dreamer's good for one, but there's still so many of these players making their way through Arch right now. He's going to be dropping a great nade. Oh man, he's keeping them at bay. Finally, he falls, and unfortunately, Han's not in position to try and trade. Now he has to clutch 1 versus 3 with the MP9. Going to be making his way through short. The timing is there for him. JR towards long was watching, and Han will actually deny the plant. 25 seconds left on the clock. There's still time for ONYX to salvage the situation here, but Han is causing a bit of chaos right now. In the smoke, which is about to dissipate, he's being flanked by JR as well, and he's been taken down. Nice heads-up play there from JR, just to push forward and get aggressive. Shut down Han. Don't give him that room to just be literally all the way from back outside of tunnels in towards the A site. So the execute's certainly a good option. And DiMKE finding that kill will be alleviating some of the pressure. He goes further as he takes down Dreamer as well. Flank coming through from JR, going to be catching REDSTAR completely off guard, and Fiend, they're just trying to complete this retake. They're just even trying to get themselves in towards the site, but they're being shut down left, right, and center. Impulse on a nasty angle will take down Victor, and finally a kill comes back for Han. Again, a lot of... DiMKE finds the opening onto this B site to allow them to start to make their way forward. The train of players surge, and the plant will be secured. I mean, ONYX just with an easy entry will be taking it. Impulse even securing the round with that AWP frag, but I don't even know if Fiend we're even going to consider going for it. They certainly won't be now. Now just looking to try and save their guns. Victor's still here in the vicinity right now, but not for much longer. He's been dealt with in games together, and they've had some success in their early tenure, but coming up now, Flash came through, but he actually doesn't make the play off the back of it. JR looking messy right now. A labored spray will eventually net him the frag. Now Dreamer's going to be getting aggressive towards B ramp. He does find DiMKE's stacked up on the B site, and JR's got the backline under control as well. So this should be an easy conversion for Fiend. At this point, it's just damage control. Bubble, he should be catching JR off guard. Timing's definitely going to be there for him. Unfortunately, the timing doesn't come through for Bubble to keep his teammate alive, but there's still a chance in the round here. Dream with his AWP edges his way forward, and Bubble, okay. Doesn't matter that REDSTAR was taken down. Bubble gets 1 kill with the USP, trades up for the AK, and he finds a double kill on the retake as well. Dreamer does a fantastic job with his AWP, and it's going to be Fiend winning the round, keeping 3 players alive, and they save the double AWP setup. That could be the round that dropping the flash actually gives his position away. DiMKE has to just stay alive for a little bit longer. He will eventually fall, and that's a problem because now Fiend are able to try and lock down the defense on the safe site. The bomb carrier didn't get through in time. JR trying to create a bit of room. He is indeed wrapping through connector in towards the A site. But there's still so much work to do. The frags going the way of the T side. It's only REDSTAR left remaining. And the plant will certainly be secured. So he's going to have to clutch up 1v3. Coming through from tunnels, he'll just be shut down. Han pushes all the way forward, deep into the bottom of middle. He'll be hearing this attempted boost as well. He's getting the audio info. REDSTAR just rattles off the shot through the smoke and connects. Han was saying, I can hear them. They're in the smoke right now. And this is sometimes the problem for the T side, is you can get shut out of this early map control. Bondic not expecting Han. try and find some opening kills. Flashes over the top. REDSTAR unblinded. Actually lucky to be alive. DiMKE, he finds a double on the entry, but Dreamer with the double of his own converts to a triple. Will be continuing here for Han. Man, this has been relentless aggression towards bottom middle from the Bulgarian. And he could be catching ONYX off guard. Oh, the boost was there. That's quite a common boost that's been coming through from teams to get above that smoke and spot for anybody pushing through into second mid. So good awareness there from ONYX, but could be a chance here for the trade as the orb comes around the corner and Dreamer's got the jump. He's got so much work to do. He doesn't want to let them get too far forward. Oh man, the timing. Going to be hearing the juggling of these weapons. Both of the players that are left here for ONYX are working their way around Dreamer, and they're going to be trying to double peek him as they come around the corner. JR doesn't actually need his teammate. A bit of damage comes through for Dreamer, but the bomb site taking complete control of here. Actually, never mind. REDSTAR, he's in position. And now it's going to be on JR to clutch. AWP in hand. What can the Ukrainian do with only 30 seconds left on the clock? There is the answer. They go with 3 players. Util starts to raid into the speed site. Han, he leads the charge, block in hand. JR gonna get completely overwhelmed. Dav has been destroyed through the smoke, and Fiend, they just absolutely pummel ONYX on the bomb site. My god. You have a lot of space to exec into that B site from, and then making your way through B ramp and archers, that split. Man, it's so deadly. And it looks like he is going to be rotating across. I think you need to go for a bit of a gamble. You need to try and make a play. If you're just sort of sitting and waiting, you know, your team's going to get picked apart. It's probably going to be a 5v2 or 5v3 before you even see anybody. And at that point, the round's already too far gone. And that's sort of what's happening right now. Impulse, he hasn't even been able to fire a single bullet with this AK. Now he rotates back into the A site. He finds a double on the spray. So at least he's able to find some kills and create a bit of chaos in the round. But still shouldn't be any way for ONYX to get across the line here. Yeah, generally speaking, I think it's good to try and force the issue when you've got the hero gun on your team. Go for the gamble. If you die at the start of the round, well, at least you tried, right? Whereas in this case, the round was pretty much already over before Impulse was able. Going to be making their way in towards the safe site. Yeah, Fiend, they just burst into A off the back of a pop flash. ONYX with one player passively watching, not going to be able to do much about it. JR, though, spots a gap in the smoke and he punishes Fiend. Kill from DiMKE through the smoke as well. Massive nade onto REDSTAR. So ONYX softening up these players before the bomb plant even comes through. And they've got a big advantage here. Numerically speaking, DiMKE even adds that advantage even further. Victor and Dream are the only players left remaining. And it's just Dreaming up towards Temple. He's going to be praying for a miracle as he's been taken down. Bondic finds the timing. And ONYX, they find their first round of the second half through their guns. So a great effort from the Serbian and Ukrainian mix. What an interesting combination. As important round. They don't have much money in the bank, and it looks like they want to play aggressively here because Han's forced to smoke that molly. A little bit delayed though on the smoke, which means that these ONYX players will be able to get forward, but Victor and Han, they find the kills necessary. Alright, that's going to be blowing the door wide open on this B site, and Fiend, they don't need any invitation as they take control. Impulse with the ZWP actually will connect on the shot there. Nice shot onto Victor. Victor was looking to secure the round with that kill, but he's actually given ONYX a way back into this 3 versus 3 of the flashbang. They try and push their way forward. Actually, good coordination there from DiMKE and JR as they spot opposite angles, but unfortunately, they both fall prey to Dreamer. And Impulse, he's got no choice but to save this AWP and take the gun into the next round. So Fiend, with another basic approach in the round, just burst into the B site, end up overwhelming ONYX. And that was really on a couple of the players, so not the strongest rifles coming into this round, and it's going to be a take into middle here for Fiend. Victor takes down Impulse, and JR, well, he's been able to stay alive in the smoke. He goes undetected. He's lost teammates around him. He's now been spotted, but he takes down 2 players. He finds a 3rd kill into Victor as well. Fantastic work from JR. He had to go huge from that position. He was the sole hope in the round for his team. And now he's earned a 1-man advantage, but Dreamer, he's quickly dispatched to that advantage as he gets a kill of his own, secures control of the safe side, but I don't think that Fiend are actually going to be going A right now. I think Dreamer's going to be trying to wrap around JR. Man, he continues to frag in the round, having such high impact. At least Dreamer pulled the heat off of that B side, so Bubble's going to have a solid attempt at this 1 versus 2. Secures the bomb, and he can make his way into a post plant of his choice. ONYX, they haven't actually realized this B. Finally, the penny drops. And now they're going to be making their way across. No Kitcher. They've got Util and Bubbles very far forward. I don't think ONYX are going to be expecting him on this angle. JR could be falling before Bondik is in position to trade, and that's exactly what's happened. Bubble finds the first, and with so much time on the clock, he can just work his way around the cube, around the square. Bondik might be expecting this. He does have the crosshair trained, but Bubbles quick. Bit of a variation to what we've seen from Fiend in this half so far. Bit of a 3-2 split going on right now. I guess the play here is for the players towards this B side to just try and take some attention towards this part of the map so that the trio can then walk their way into A. DiMKE here right now on the headshot angle has his headshot absolutely destroyed. Or his head destroyed, should I say, as he receives a headshot. And Fiend take control of the A-bomb site. Victor getting aggressive. Look how far forward he's pushed all the way in towards CT spawn here. On the angle here in Temple. I don't think he's been spotted out by Impulse. Man advantage for ONYX in the retake. They've got a little bit of util to work with as well. No kit, however, so time is of the essence as the smoke fades. REDSTAR's been found out. Feels like Victor's going to be the key in the round here. Hans is trying to stay alive, trying to buy time. He's been able to get one kill, but he will be overwhelmed here. And now Victor's able to come through in the backline here. The bomb isn't planted for him because the smoke is in position. Diffuse being stuck. He does take down the diffuser. But there's still another kit actually that's been retrieved on the site, so ONYX will still be able to... Oh, no. No, no, no. Wait, what's happened? Is there enough? I'm not sure. Yes. Yes, okay. Oh, there's just enough time. Oh no, ONYX, please. Going to be gaining a big economic foothold. REDSTAR has gotten aggressive in towards Archers. I don't think that Dab actually realizes that he's so far forward right now, spraying all of his bullets. He's going to be chased down here by REDSTAR, but the support of Bondik comes through just in time. A wizard is never early nor late. He arrives precisely when he means to. Bondik is the wizard. But his magic's been brought to an end in the round as Dreamer's taken him down. Dab will be sprayed through the smoke as well. Dreamer, you absolute madman. What a massive sequence from him. Such high impact kills coming through from the legend. Three versus three. ONYX going to have a go at this retake. They're going to play it towards short, to play it towards long. JR making his way up second middle as well. The scoping would have been heard there by Dreamer. There is a kitcher for Impulse to work with, but or rather for for Impulse to work with, but players are dropping here. Diffuse has been tapped to try and draw these individuals out. It's DiMKE who's on the Diffuse. He doesn't have a kit. I'm not even sure if there's enough time for him. I don't think that there is. I don't think there's enough time for DiMKE to complete the 10-second Diffuse. No, there isn't. No, there is not. Aggressive play in towards the A side here for Fiend as they charge their way forward. 4 players haven't let go of W from spawn. Frags being traded as Fiend take control, but DiMKE doubles down with the HE grenade. Oh, an Impulse. He plucks Han out of the air, jumping up. He finds the follow-up shot onto Victor as well. Sick multi-kill there for the Serbian AWPer. And now it's only Dreamer left remaining. And I suppose one would say this round would be a dream if he could win it, but it's actually a nightmare. They went to the A side discreetly, not giving any information away. Now the audio cues will be there for JR from Temple right now. How many kills can he find? He's got support from DiMKE as well, who's taking the attention, but Dreamer... Oh, you're not catching him off guard. He was still watching towards Temple the entire time. Fiend, they've taken control of the A sites, and not only that, but they've got a 2-man advantage as well. Bondik coming through in the backline, but Bubble, he is ready and waiting, man. Ready and waiting. He'll even find the kill. Impulse has been taken down as Impulse on the close angle. Oh, I thought he had the jump down REDSTAR, but REDSTAR with some quick aim actually ends up taking him down. And now that creates options for Fiend because REDSTAR has been able to get in towards CT. What do they go for? Do they try and split towards A? Do they split towards B? REDSTAR is just patiently waiting all the way deep in CT. He'll best JR as well. It all falls on Dav and DiMKE. At least they've been able to find some kills to keep the 2 to lock to ensure that Fiend can't get across the line, to ensure that they can't find a bomb plant here. And Bondik does indeed take down Dreamer, leaving Han all by himself. He'll find the fight with Bondik, but he won't be expecting DiMKE so close. He tries to find the transfer. Only 1 point of health here for Han. He will connect on a body shot with the... Oh, Bondik, he's getting aggressive right now towards B ramp. Could he be catching them off guard as he steps around the corner? He finds the first. Bubble with the Tech 9 wants to try and find the trade, but all he finds is Dav's M4. Oh man, Dreamer with such low HP at least gets a kill back. But it's a 3 versus 3. ONYX not afraid to be making some plays here. What do Fiend do from here? I mean, mid's completely vacant right now. Bondik perhaps trying to make sure that they can't get across into second middle. or through second middle into mid if he can just get this cross under control, which he now does have, but the timing's not there for him. He's trying to clear out archers, but he's been taken down. Impulse is still in position though, and he's going to be pushing forward as well. Oh man, he probably thinks that because they haven't just surged into the B sites after finding the frag that they're wrapping through middle, but unfortunately for him, Fiend are just playing patient, passive Counter-Strike. The discipline has worked out perfectly for the Bulgarians. And Dreamer, well, he gives up his life to find the information of JR's location, who's had a good game so far here for ONYX on the map, but he's going to have to come up huge here with the 1 versus 2 clutch. Bomb plant secured. He does spot Han through the smoke as it starts to fade. Han not really able to get back to a decent post-bomb position. REDSTAR now in the open will be able to best JR on the spray. Oh man, I'm sure the Fiend's players their hearts were in their mouths, but eventually they do get across the line on the T side, and they're surging into the A site. Victor splitting through connector. They've taken full control. And the bomb plant will be secured here for Fiend. DiMKE coming through with this quick flank. He's been dispatched off by Bubble. Great shot from him. And that's going to be slowing down this retake. I mean, now it turns into a fairly one-dimensional retake. JR at least able to get a kill back from ladder, creating a bit of space now as Fiend are drawn off of the site. There's a couple players who have made their way through TT. The fuse has been tapped, but not being stuck, and frags being found. ONYX forced into very awkward positions right now to try and make this retake happen. So many fights to be taken on. Fiend playing this to perfection right now, just peeking from so many different angles, taking all the fights, not giving ONYX any direct head-on fights. Always trade fragging. Fight going over towards the A site at the moment. Then ONYX have been able to trade favorably up until this point, and they do continue to find the kills necessary. Bondek, he should be taken down here by REDSTAR. Yeah, eventually he does lose his life, but lots of damage dealt in the process. Is Dreamer left alone in the clutch, and it's Dav with a great trade frag coming. Plays of Mirage, of course, basically the 2-2-1 where 2 players make their way through low as JR. Actually nearly able to find a kill there. Impulse does. Great work there. ONYX shutting down middle here. Fiend, they try and activate, but they've run into a brick wall. They're gonna have to reconsider their options here. Han, he wants to try and get aggressive, but JR pushing forward, might be able to find both of these kills, and he does. Oh man, JR taking names in the round. That's pretty much shut Fiend out of it entirely. Dreamer now finally coming out of Palace as he looks for the timing, but he's been spotted as well. Generally, you want to try and find the kill immediately as you come out of Palace, because if he spots you before you find the frag, all the rotations come. And Bubble's getting aggressive. Wow. Look how far forward he is right now. REDSTAR catches off JR. Unfortunately, he was pivoting to try and prepare for someone in apartments. So it's an easy kill for REDSTAR and a rare opening frag for Fiend. Let's see if they'll be able to convert the round. Oh, Bondek, oh my word, I didn't even realize he's... And I wonder if REDSTAR, is he getting a little bit ahead of the game here? I think he needs to wait for his teammates. Yeah, not sure about that one. Maybe he was just trying to take the heat off of Catwalk, but I think he should have only been showing himself once his teammates were pushing aggressively through Cat. And now we've just got these players pinging off of one another, just bobbing and weaving, switching contact between each other. Han at least able to... Han edges his way towards the B side, but Impulse, as soon as he hears the audio cues, he'll just get this angle under control. There we go, USP, he knows Han is low, he finishes off in style with that. Not that much time left remaining here on these smokes. Dav playing up close to the smoke. Will be spotting Victor on the cross, but I love the deep connector smoke, or the top connector smoke coming through, which allows REDSTAR to push aggressively forward. And now ONYX, well, they lie in wait for DiMKE. This shot there from Impulse, but he won't be missing the follow-up. And it's a 3 versus 3 retake here for ONYX to work with. Still, this flank comes through from DiMKE. He's decided to go into Palace, so it's taking quite long to get into the equation. He'll definitely be catching Dreamer off guard. Dreamer's focused in towards the safe site right now as it stands. As soon as DiMKE gets the kill, that's when things going to become unsettled. Dreamer hasn't realized the info is there too late as DC is able to find a kill before he goes down. Now it's on the young gun Han to try and touch now with the AWP, and he will connect on the shots into DiMKE. Going to be an eco now for ONYX, so some unfamiliar territory for them after their run of 7 rounds won. And Han, he's going to get overwhelmed. Yeah, the double peek actually comes through. Impulse with his USP is able to find 2 kills. Bondek wants to try and save the AWP. Thankfully for Fiend, Bubble's in position to deny that from happening, but it's still a man advantage up for ONYX. Looking at their weapons though, oh, okay, I was about to say, it's still going to be a tough round for them to win, but DiMKE's found REDSTAR. He's taken down, trying to lurk in towards the B bomb site. Oh my god. Surely this is not a way that Fiend lose a round. This can't be happening right now. Bubble, he might get caught off guard by Impulse as well. No, thankfully for him, he's got the reactions to take him down. JR holding the palace angle means that he won't be able to deny the players crossing. Fiend at least regaining some control on the round now, as they will secure the plant. Bubble getting aggressive towards CT as well. To the back of a flashbang, he spots JR out, but he's been decimated by DiMKE's AK-47. And now it's Dreamer left alone in the clutch. This is not how they would have expected the round to go, and he doesn't expect Dav to be towards jungle as well. Dav just using the gap in the smoke there, capitalizes. He finds the kill, and ONYX, what on earth has just happened? They've won an eco round, and they've kept 3 players alive as well. They save an AWP. Man, this is a dream scenario for ONYX. What a way for Fiend to drop the ball. I mean, they get aggressive towards A-Ramp at the start of the round, right? B-bomb side, we haven't seen them out of this just yet in the half. There are 2 players here for ONYX. Molly dropped as well, but that's not slowing Fiend down. The player's charging forward, but the defense is lined up right now. ONYX actually able to find a couple of kills. DiMKE still making himself a nuisance as well. Finally, he's been taken down, but he's bought so much time. The rotations have come through thick and fast. Bondik and Dav already making their way out of market in towards this P side. Bondik in the smoke right now. There's still a minute left on the clock. Fiend, they don't have to commit to this right now. Going to be faking the plant to try and draw these players forward, but they don't take the direct fights. Bondik going to be looking for the fight as that smoke starts to fade. Himself and Bubble have spotted each other, and Bondik will come out on top of the fight. Now it's Dreamer left alone. As I said, still so much time for him to work with here. He's looking for the fights, but all he finds is the bullets of Bondik. Fiend going to be trying to make contact in towards the A side. Hard with the JWP does find JR, and he finds the follow-up shot onto Bondik as well, but the trades continue to work out for ONYX. Oh man, Impulse nearly goes absolutely nuclear. Thankfully for Fiend, Dream is able to come out on top of that fight, but Bubble should get... Oh no, Dav, how on earth do you mess that one up? He had that frag dead to rights, but unfortunately, smoke, he's got a kit and another smoke actually. He's just going to stick to the fuse. Yeah, he can't afford to. He does actually take the fight. He's taking Dreamer down. Only a deagle here for Han. DiMKE sticking the defuse. Han missing the shots. Will find the follow-up. Oh my god. Last bullet. Caster for my link in the chat. I would really appreciate it. I'm desperately trying to grow my international following. So if you've got a dormant account, maybe an account you just tweet giveaways, maybe you've got a Victor Stan account after he shoots shots like that, please go hit me up with the follow. I'd really appreciate it, guys. ONYX looking to get aggressive in towards CT after they've taken A control. JR and DiMKE, they're actually able to find the frags. Fiend, they were ready for this. It's all on REDSTAR now, tapping down range. He's been able to find 2 kills. Finally, he's been put down. Now it's on Dreamer to clutch. Doesn't have a kit, but there's still quite a bit of time left here in the post plant. Dreamer's holding the angle, and he will take down Bondik, the first player. He knows that Impulse is towards CT as well. Going to be tapping the defuse. He has to continue to try and force him out into the open. Now he has to force the issue. He will find the shots. He'll find the kill. And there's just enough time for him to secure the defuse as well. Oh man, what a clutch from Dreamer. He's been coming up huge here on Mirage for his team. One of the shining lights on the T side. A lot of presence there from Palace in particular. And control. It looks like they're just trying to play contact through connector. 4 players make their way forward. Dreamer spots 1 out at least. Will be able to find the kill, but he doesn't realize how many more players are there right now. ONYX starting to split their way onto the A site. Victor's getting some information, but he's got good reactions. Really important frag they found by him. He'll find the follow-up onto Impulse as well, denying the bomb plants. And thankfully, the flurry of frags goes the way of Fiend. Victor will finish off with 2 of his own. Only Victor towards CT, and he's got a FAMAS nonetheless as well. So this is literally the best case scenario for ONYX. And it seems like Fiend, they still think this is a fake, but finally they're going to realize that it is indeed the A exec. At least Bubble's been able to find a kill in middle. Finds the timing on the peak. ONYX, though, they need to get a move on here with only 12 seconds left. Man, Bubble just being so loud there, giving all the audio cues away. Bomb plant will be secured. Oh no, Victor, he peeks out. He drops the bomb carrier. Dav, he's been able to pick up the C4. At least he'll find the plant here. JR covering the cross, hits a sublime shot to take down Dreamer. And now it's all on Han in the clutch. He spots the head out on Dav and he connects on the shot as well. JR, the only player left remaining. He's got 6 points of health, but of course Han won't know that. He's going to be sticking the defuse here. Does JR push forward? Han completes the defuse just in time. Pros don't fake, and Han certainly was looking towards deep jungle, and the smoking snipers as well means that Bubble's got free range towards Catwalk. He's got ahead of the molly as well. He's dealt a lot of damage, but he hasn't been able to get the kill. So ONYX at least trying to get themselves in towards the A side. I don't think that they're going to be realizing that Dream is in the position that he is right now. Dreamer won't be able to deny the bomb plant, but he certainly should be finding at least a kill here for free, and he does indeed take down JR. This becomes so tough now for ONYX because of Dreamer's position. bondik forced to swing out of Palace. He's been smoked off as well. At least he's found a kill. Gonna have to make a heroic play here, but his flashbang, unfortunately, just bounces off the ledge. Ricochets off of the wood. Diffuse tapped, but bondik, he's not taking the bait right now. Oh man, I mean, this is just practically an unwinnable position that he finds himself in, and indeed, REDSTAR will hit the shot with the AWP. That's just like one of those spots you'll actually often just... Okay, ONYX, they'll pipe again, bomb plants and maximum round loss bonus, and now they're just going to try and walk their way in towards the Zay's side. Execute coming through, smokes and bashes over the top. Victor underneath, Palace will find a kill as Harm did early on in the round. Bubble will, he wants to force the issue, but it's just more of the same for him. He can't catch a break. Next round. I guess best case scenario, find some kills and deal some extra economic damage, but REDSTAR, REDSTAR got an aggressive position towards the apartments. He's got a teammate in Bubble as well. This could go ugly very quickly up for Fiend. If Bubble gets taken down, which he does, REDSTAR, he's just looking to try and get himself back alive. He needs to drop out the window here. Oh my god, that is audacious from REDSTAR. Able to find a frag. He drops a molly, which stops ONYX in their traps as well. Even though they have a smoke to extinguish the flames, it looked like the call to rotate back out had already come through. But Fiend still not out of the woods. In fact, a bit of an awkward round here. REDSTAR gets aggressive into the apartments. I'm not sure if that was necessary at all. Trying to get some information, sure, but it's an anti-eco. Information's not as valuable as it is in your gun rounds. And now I think ONYX, they're just going to be re-exploring this B site. Dreamer in position towards the van, goes undetected for the time being. Now he has multiple angles to contend with. That's the problem. He's been spotted up by Dav, but he's able to at least find the kill. Just about buying time now. How long can Dreamer stay alive for is the question. Long enough for Victor to find a kill. Oh man, such low HP here for Victor. He's got 2 health. Impulse coming through around the corner with the P250. Going to be finishing off the round. Really clean shots from him. And is that another eco round for ONYX? It absolutely is. Another eco round win for ONYX. At least for ONYX, they've been able to start converting some of these rounds, right? They've given themselves a fighting chance. There's going to be a fight towards Rampo. DiMKE destroys Bubble. Victor, the next point of contention, should be taken down. Oh my god, he's able to find 2 kills. So much damage dealt to Dav as well. Victor nearly finds 3 frags from that position. Unfortunately for Fiend, those weapons aren't retrievable. Han's been legged on the cross, but Dreamer peeking off the back of it will destroy Impulse. Oh man, thankfully JR does maintain an even number situation, but... this is a very winnable round for Fiend. And it seems as though ONYX are just going to be shifting across the B site. They had the information that both of the players were towards A. JR clearing out the angle right now. Dreamer making his way towards this cubby. Going to be waiting in the corner. Dav aggressively running across, has lost his life. Oh, he didn't give JR enough time to clear out the corner, which means he's able to find the kill. So the 1 versus 1 will ensue. REDSTAR with the AWP to try and clutch up for his team. He's already scoped up so that he doesn't give the audio information away. JR, is he going to commit to the bomb plant from the get-go? Yes, he does. Planted for Cat. Seems to have an inclination that REDSTAR is going to be coming through from market. He's been able to make his way back towards Van. I don't know if he was spotted there by REDSTAR. The timing, REDSTAR would have seen the barrel. He knows that JR's in position, and the AWP holding the angle will find the kill. It's all too easy for REDSTAR, and Fiend have given ONYX a taste of their own medicine as they win an eco round in turn after losing to 1 in the previous round. What a crazy performance that was from Fiend in their eco round. Damn. That is just too sick. The fact that they're able to drive the seats again. Han with some clean movement, going to be getting himself on towards Catwalk. It seems as though Fiend will be aggressive towards middle here. Han will find 1 kill. He's taking the attention away from Bubble, who's also been able to find a kill. Han continues to frag out, and it looks like Fiend just want to assert themselves here. It's a triple kill for the Bulgarian AWP, as it's only bondik left remaining. Oh, man. I mean, ONYX, they just try and take contact towards middle with 4 players. They look to find the fights, but they end up being decimated. Bubble with a neat flick will be bringing bondik down sub 50 health and finding the information as to his location as well. Han finishes off the round with the quad kill. He's by the CT, so they have the information that they are indeed players pushed up in apartments. But it's REDSTAR who opens up, and in fact, he's taken JR down. Oh, man. Not the ideal way for ONYX to start off this all-important round. Bubble does get caught off guard by the boost. Nice bit of innovation coming through there from there. Now the responsibility falls on REDSTAR. He's going to get pushed up from the side. He gets the audio cues just in time, but he misses the shot. Dreamer doesn't, so at least the trade is there. 3 versus 3. The bomb starts to be retrieved here by the T side. Dreamer undecided as to how aggressive he wants to be, but it's Victor who finds Bondik. ONYX apart on this map. He's going to have an impact here, surely, once again. They're aware of his position. They have to force the issue. ONYX, they need the bomb plant. Victor just being a nuisance. Hard will push through. They find the frags. Fiend find the round. They find the map, and they find the series as well. It's a 2-0 win for the Bulgarian team as they get off to the ideal start here in the Spring Sweet Spring 3 regional group stage. Congratulations to Fiend. They certainly are one of the favorites here to make a deep run in the fence. So ONYX shouldn't be too upset with themselves. They shouldn't be